My name is Sarah Hawthorne Jones, and I am here to talk to you about my childhood because I was an original at Colonial Church and have been a part of this church my entire 78 years. My parents were married in 1939 and moved into a small home they had built in Edina. My dad was a newspaperman and my mother an elementary teacher. Mother was raised an Episcopalian and Dad was raised a Congregationalist, but they both felt a strong value in having a church in their community that served the community. So they and others became part of a group that was set out to build a Congregational church in Edina. I was 2.5 when Colonial Church of Edina held its first service in the old Wooddale School Gymnasium. I was also there at the groundbreaking in May 1948 when we began building our church at the 56th and Wooddale site. From my child's point of view, here are some memories. We all attended our congregational meetings. They were held in the chapel and were very lively. The men of the church, referred to as the Minutemen, led us through often heated discussions. The women and children sat by and quietly listened. When the meeting ended, the men from varying points of view would be sure to give their counterparts on an argument a handshake or a pat on the back as they left the meeting as friends. We had many potlucks in the meeting room beneath the chapel. The women were in the kitchen, laying out various hot dishes, salads, and desserts. It seemed like everybody in the church was there. The kids ran around and had fun. Once a year, around Mother's Day, we had an annual mother-daughter banquet. Every summer, we had an all-church picnic way out in the country at the Oliver Kelly farm near Elk River. We shared our food, had three-legged races, wheelbarrow races, relays, and softball games. The old and the young participated together. Again, from my child's point of view, it seemed that everybody went to the all-church picnic. The church seemed a buzz of activity. On Tuesdays, the members of my Brownie and later Girl Scout troop walked together to our meeting at Colonial from our Wooddale School location, so 6 blocks down Wooddale, and we were at our Girl Scout or Brownie meeting. When we were in 8th grade, Southview Junior High opened its doors just a few blocks from Colonial Church. So once again, many of us just left school once a week and walked together as a big mass over to confirmation classes at Colonial. We had about 50 kids confirmed with us. So for me in the 1940s and 50s, Colonial was a center for my spiritual growth, family activities, as well as the development and nourishment of lasting friendships. Large confirmation classes and a very large senior PF and junior PF Pilgrim Fellowship meetings on Sunday evenings brought in a flock of kids from the area, and often their parents followed them to Colonial as we were a very rapidly growing church at the time. I always valued that our independent congregation with no church hierarchy or imposed doctrine accepted as members anyone wherever he or she was on the journey of Christian faith. My wish for our church in the years ahead is that we continue to welcome anyone who wishes to join us on that journey.